word that you heard. It's got groove, it's got meaning.
Good evening, everyone. Happy Tuesday. On tonight's live, we are going to talk about, is DoorDash dead? Is food delivery dead? And I'm not talking you can't make any money whatsoever on these food delivery apps, but it definitely isn't what it used to be. So we're going to talk all about that tonight, and I can't wait to hear what you guys have to think about this topic. Before we even get started, first, hello everyone in the chat. And we are just a couple days until the end of the month. I can't believe, like, September is like flying by, like snap, it's like almost gone, but couple more days, guys. I'm like, where is it? Display ride right here. If you are thinking about getting a dash cam, now is the time. It is the cheapest it will ever be. At the end of the month, it will go back up to its regular price. So right now, it is, if you use the code rodeo at checkout, that's the important part. If you use the code, it's $200 for the dash cam, which is normally $300, and it is just $10 a month for the cloud and the service. So if you're thinking about it, I would do it before the end of the month, before the price increases, and once again, use the code rodeo. Okay, so tonight's topic is DoorDash dead, food delivery. We'll lump it kind of all in together. And before I even start, I'm going to preface this. Guys, these are just my opinions, and it's based off of me being in New Jersey and the experiences that I personally have in New Jersey. So I'm just going to put that disclaimer out there right now. So I know, and it's because I am still out there working full time, 40, 50 hours a week. I know everybody is feeling the pinch, the crunch, the struggle, whatever adjective you want to put in there. And they're feeling it, at least in my opinion, when it comes to food delivery. And I think a lot of times when you think food delivery, like, we all go back to either pre-pandemic days or pandemic days, and like that's what we are basing a lot of our opinions on, how the food delivery apps are performing. And the thing is, the bottom line is the struggle has been real if you are just staying in the food delivery space. And I'm gonna kind of break it down for like all the food delivery apps and kind of my opinions on each one of them and how they're performing, at least in my market. And you guys can chime in and how they're performing in your market as well. But you know, what it used to be is not what it currently is today. And I think a lot of it has to do with people just aren't ordering what they used to. There's oversaturation happening because everybody's trying to get on the food delivery bandwagon of some sort. Apps are making it easy for drivers to get on it. Drivers are not using the right means to get on food delivery. Like, there's so many different factors that are happening that are preventing drivers like you and myself from going out and making what we used to make. And when I really think about it, okay, we're going to start with DoorDash just because I think that's probably the most popular one that a lot of us really can relate to and use all at the same time. But if you guys are just tuning in for the very first time, or you do know this because you've been with me for a while, I am a platinum dasher. At least in my market in New Jersey, for me to make what I make in DoorDash, I have to be a platinum driver. That's where I have seen my success. Now, I am not telling anybody to do what I do. I'm going to also put that disclaimer out there. I'm just telling you that it takes me to be a platinum driver to maintain what I normally make on DoorDash every single week. Now, for the past 4 weeks, I have just on DoorDash, I have met that $1,000 goal of mine just on DoorDash, not including any of my other apps. But it comes at a price, right? It comes at taking more orders, more orders than I normally would take in years platinum. I mean, in years past, it means me working more hours because let's face it, they completely changed our base pay. So we're all making up the money or trying to make up the money that we used to make, but we're putting in more hours because we still need to achieve the money that we need to in order to survive. And this could be whether you're part time or even full time. If you think about it, taking 75 cents away from a dasher doesn't seem like a lot, but if you keep adding it up weekly, it is a lot of money. Talk about monthly, talk about yearly. It's a lot of money to make up. So you end up working more hours. But let's go back to platinum for a second. And this is where the struggle is real, at least in New Jersey. And I know some of you say scheduling is not an issue for you and it allows you not to be platinum. For me, in order for me to even work DoorDash, I have to be platinum. You cannot get a schedule in my area in New Jersey if you are not platinum, at least from what I know of and have have known dashers to do it. And that's the real. So right now, if you really think about it, with DoorDash changing its programs. They changed it. I mean, I used to make just on DoorDash alone $1,500 a week, $2,000 a week. And I've had videos that actually show you guys the breakdowns of what I did in years past. Now I'm just making that $1,000 mark. And I'm not doing it in like the 30 hours that I would normally work. I'm doing it in the 40 hours, sometimes 50 hours that I do on top of everything else that I have going on. So, it, you know, that's where I feel like the struggle is real. And I feel like with drivers, we're spinning our wheels, right? Like we want to go out and make money, but then you have DoorDash who comes up with these programs that almost prevents drivers from maximizing the potential, or at least for me, maximizing what I used to make on the app because I had my own way of cherry picking. I had my own way of getting getting these orders that I used to get. Like they completely taken that away. And if you are a platinum dasher, you've been seeing a lot more shop and delivers. At least I have. I mean, according to the email I got yesterday on DoorDash, I did 39 shop and delivers last week. 39. That is a crazy amount of shop and delivers, but a lot of the bigger money is coming from shop and delivers. We couldn't say that 3 years ago, 4 years ago. To me, that is just, it's crazy to me that we're relying on this. But do I see locks? Yes, I've started seeing them again. Do I even come close to seeing them the fraction of what I used to get? No. I mean, if you really think about it, for those of you who were diamonds or even large order programs before platinum even kicked in, oh my God, like we used to see. Well, I was going to say locks, but it wasn't locks. It was LOPs back then. But how many LOPs were you seeing every single day? Like I was seeing 4 to probably 10 per day, which meant I was only working like 5 hours, 6 hours. I had my day in and I was done and I actually had time to do what I needed to do. Like that's not the case anymore. I maybe see one, maybe one a day if I'm really lucky. But a lot of the orders come now from shop and delivers. Talk about a complete role reversal. And I don't know, and if you guys, anybody who's not platinum, do you guys see the big shops that platinum drivers do? I don't know because I've never been below platinum before. It's like I said, Do I think food delivery is completely dead? No. Do I think food delivery will always stay? Yes. I don't think it's going anywhere. But the days of people ordering hundreds of dollars worth of food because they can, because they're in their homes and they don't want to leave their homes, I think those days are long gone. And I think that's what we're really feeling. I think we're feeling that everybody is flocking to food delivery because they see the glamour behind it. They see, oh, I can have flexibility. Oh, I can make extra money on the side if you're doing this part time. You can, there's so many reasons why people are doing it's easy, right? It's easy money. People are signing up by thousands and hundreds of thousands of drivers. So you take that and you add it to people not ordering. So you have your current drivers, you now have new drivers, and now you have customers who aren't ordering as much as they used to. Heck, some of them aren't even ordering at all. So you talk about more drivers, less ordering, less money. And then here we are, we're all struggling. And that's what it comes down to. There is glamour in food delivery. Well, if I can make food delivery glamorous, that would be fantastic. um, but that's just, in my opinion, DoorDash alone. I don't think DoorDash is ever going to change the platinum program because their goal is to literally get every single order delivered. And you're almost for, if you want to work the DoorDash app, if you want to get on the schedule, you're going to be taking a lot of orders. That's what it comes down to. I think the days of like the real true cherry picking, I said the other day, and I can't remember who I said this to, but I said, what happened to the good old days of an order comes through your phone and you either accept it or you decline it based off of the order and whether it meets your parameters? Those days, I feel like in DoorDash world are long gone. I feel like they've so complicated a process that used to be so simple. And I think once again, that's a struggle that a lot of us are facing and a lot of us are seeing. Okay, so that's DoorDash in itself. So let's move on to Uber Eats. Oh, Uber Eats. Thank God Uber Eats doesn't have an acceptance rate. That's the only thing I can tell you. Um, man, Uber Eats comes up with some really crap orders. I I struggle with Uber Eats, and I feel like it's so sad to me because Uber Eats used to be my number one app. There were weeks back in 2021, I was doing just $1,000 on Uber Eats alone. I think I posted a video once that I did $1,500 on Uber Eats just in 1 week. That doesn't include all the other apps. Like that was my main app. And here we are today. And I struggle with Uber Eats. Um, I feel like it's good. I feel like it's a good app to add if you are doing other apps to be a filler. Um, but I have to tell you, and it's so true. Like I think last year around this time, I did a short. If any of you guys remember it, I know it's Uber Eats. That's so true, Josh, right? That I did a whole bunch of Uber Eats and like, nope, 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 because it was one horrible order after another, after another, after another. And it has not changed one single bit. It is nope, 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 nope. They'll pause you for a little bit because you didn't take any orders, and then we'll start up again. And it's like, nope, nope, nope. Like I can't even get them to give me $1 per mile. Like that's how I know, right? That's how bad it has gotten on Uber Eats. And when people think DoorDash is bad, and DoorDash is bad when you think about all of the programs that they have put in place for Dashers, to me that make absolutely no sense. But who has the lowest base pay out of all three food delivery apps? Oh, I know. That would be Uber Eats. Yeah, no, I'm not doing rideshare. Sorry. At least not anytime soon. I probably have to go through 20, 30 Uber Eats orders before I get something that I could possibly do. I used to get shop and deliver, so shop and pay, I think Uber Eats calls them, but I used to get shop and pays all the time, $30, $40. And this is when they took over corner shops, and maybe it was a lure to get drivers to start shopping for them. But I can't tell you the last time I actually saw an Uber Eats shop and deliver, at least in my app. I got so excited when they said that they were announcing the QR code at certain grocery stores, but I haven't even done a shop and deliver to even see whether it's working. Maybe one day, Josh, you can convince me to do rideshare, especially now that I have a new ride. Maybe what I'll always say never say never, right? Even though I'm really not a big fan of it, I'll always say never say never. You never know what's going to work for you in your own area. But anyway, Uber Eats. What's Uber Eats? That's the only thing I can say. I'm sad over Uber Eats. I know, and I have a dash cam. I'm ready to go. New car, new dash cam. I'm set. I just need to pull the trigger. Okay. I don't know whether I can deal with a person in my car. I have to be completely honest. As personable and as friendly as I am, I struggle. I don't know. Maybe I'll shock the crap out of you guys one day, and I'll say I did my first ride share. And Josh, you'll be the first person I tell. How about that? um, but yeah, Uber Eats makes me sad. Because the thing with Uber Eats, it's one of the easiest apps to use. But once again, more drivers, more crap orders. But I'll be honest, go back to DoorDash for a little bit. Being platinum, people call me so many things throughout these years of me being top dasher and platinum, and it's okay. I have thick skin. But there have been many names I've been called throughout the years for being, a platinum driver, a diamond driver, whatever, top dasher. You can put in the thing. And the funny thing is I feel like people have this notion that you have to accept like crap orders to be platinum. And I feel like that's such a misunderstanding. There was someone today, and thank you for the comment, by the way, that said, how many $3 orders did you have to take to get the order that I placed up on the screen, or I did a community post on? And really, honestly, none, because I still have the power of decline. You can still decline like the really crap orders. But the reason why I say this is because despite me having a really either an upside down order or even a $2 or $3 order come through for DoorDash, how many more horrible orders are there on Uber Eats than there are on DoorDash in my area? There are tons of worse orders than I've ever seen in any app, including DoorDash. Yeah. Thomas, I see your comment about delivered. I'll get to delivered in just a little bit because I can beat you on that one today. I saw last week on Uber Eats a $5 order going 29 miles. How is that even That's so wrong on so many different levels. Mm. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it right there. Grubhub. What's Grubhub? Can any of you guys in the comments right now, when was, and maybe, hey, maybe you took one today. When was the last time you took a Grubhub order? When was the last time you made decent money on Grubhub? I'm actually just curious. When was the last time you took an order? And when was the last time you actually made money on the Grubhub app? I'm just curious. Oh, Mary Jo today. Fantastic. Mm. I took one Grubhub order in the past month. I feel like we've been saying this for years now. Um, but I feel like Grubhub is a very dying app. It's slowly dying. Granted, I do know one driver in my area who kills it on Grubhub. And I'm like, good for you. Cause I know those darn cowbells. Can you imagine doing Grubhub full time and hearing those cowbells all darn day? Ooh, I don't know whether that would that would do it. Okay, so Grubhub pays fair in your market, but the miles are long. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Someone reported you saying that it wasn't you that was driving in the app. That's Chris. That's horrible. Oh, sorry that happened to you. Oh, I'm like, Steve, you did a Grubhub today? 17 months ago. I did one in the entire month. Yeah. You know, okay, so Josh, your last Grubhub was April 24th. So months ago. It's been a hot second. Yeah. It's been it's been a hot minute. And I don't know. In my opinion, I don't know whether out of all these three, I don't know whether we keep saying this every year, but I don't know how Grubhub is surviving. I'll be completely honest. And I know a lot of it has to do with working blocks, but I just don't have the time or energy to figure that out. But yeah, Grubhub. So you have Grubhub, at least in my opinion, who's non-existent. You have Uber Eats, who gives you really crappy orders that you have to go through 20 or 30 before you can even think about taking one. You have DoorDash, who is still the market share and is probably one of the biggest ones out of all three, but yet you're not making as much money because they cut pay, they added more drivers, there's oversaturation happening, they have a platinum or a rewards program that is just horrible, and it's preventing drivers from making money. Did I sum that all up for food delivery? Because I feel like I just summed that up in like literally a sentence. So, is food delivery? I'm going to leave you guys just with that question. I have more to say. I'm not just going to leave you guys with that, but I have more to say. But do you guys think food delivery is dead? So, with all that being said, you know, and with DoorDash being dead and food delivery dead. Okay, food delivery is 100% not dead. Interesting, Josh. Brian, you says it is. Okay, unsustainable business. Okay. Okay, so Alan, you said not dead. Okay. So with some of you, it's oversaturated. Okay. So I'll go back to that. And I know there is drivers who can, but in my opinion, I think single apping days are over. I know a lot of drivers that are in the chat right now don't just work one app. I think almost the majority of us work more than one app. I Like I said, I used to do $1,500 easily on DoorDash every single week. So where's my money coming from? So my goals don't change, right? Still $200 a day or more, $1,000 or more per week. Those have been my goals. Those still are my goals. My goals have never changed. I used to be able just to do it on DoorDash if I wanted to. If I wanted to put all of my emphasis just on DoorDash, I could do it. There are a few drivers that I know who just do DoorDash and kill it. Um, in my area, I don't think that's possible, to be honest with you, unless you're willing to work longer hours, unless you're willing to put more miles on your car, unless you're willing to make sacrifices and work almost nonstop in order to be that full-time driver just on one app. I think the days, in my opinion, of single apping are are gone. I'll be honest. Unless things change somehow over the course of the next year. Heck, I have 17 apps at this point. 17 apps at this point. Oh, I'll go to Australia. That would be kind of fun. It would be like a field trip in a different country. Depends. Do I have to drive? Australia, you have to drive on the opposite end of the road, right? Oh, that would take a little bit of you getting used to. Um, but anyway, so where do I make up my money? And I think that's what it comes down to. And for me lately, it's all been all about catering and food delivery. And that's where I'm going to come into this. So guys, let me switch it up. Hold on. Okay. Switching logos. Delivered. I you know, Thomas, I'm going to beat you. I saw that you did 2 delivered today. I did 3. That was yesterday. I did 3 delivers in one day. I had a morning, I had a lunch, and then I had a late afternoon. It was it was a good day. Um, with delivered. So I'm gonna tell you guys, if you haven't signed up for delivered, do so. Even if you have to get on a wait list, go get on wait go get on a wait list. If and before anybody, I feel this question every time. Are you an Emerald driver? No, I am not an Emerald driver. I'm working to become an Emerald driver. That's obviously my goal. I want to become an Emerald driver, but no, I am not an Emerald driver. I've just been literally taking every single once I went and did my driver portal, which by the way, guys, I know there's a couple of delivered people here in the chat. If you haven't done your delivered portal, go do your driver right now. It has made a complete difference in the way that I work it. So, first of all, if you don't have it, sign up for it. If you do have it, go do your thing. It's going to be a game changer for you. But catering in itself um, brings in hundreds of dollars a week for me. So even though I used to make $1,500 on just DoorDash, it doesn't mean that I still don't make $1,500. It just means that I might be making $1,000 on DoorDash, but I'm making the rest of it up in my catering gaps and also grocery. And that includes Instacart. Just to give you an example in kind of how my day went yesterday, and this is a true example. I knew I had my 3 catering apps. They were pre-scheduled. I knew what times I was gonna do it. Before in between my first catering app and my second catering app, I did a $50 Instacart shop. So you take 3 caterings, you take my Instacart shop, and then sprinkle in a little bit of DoorDash in there, and boom, I'm over $200. So I kind of don't miss, I'll be honest, I don't miss the days of single apping. Some of it is, it's kind, to me, it's a little less stressful just working one app and knowing you can make it just in one area. But I like the variety, at least in my opinion. I like the variety of doing a shop, doing a catering, doing food delivery. To me, it keeps me busy and it's just a way of me still making my goals every single day. And also, I forget what I was going to say in that last sentence, but I know, a couple of you guys do rideshare. I know a couple of you guys do catering, food delivery, grocery delivery, um, whatever it is that you are doing, keep doing it to make your money. Uh, Thank you, Steve. And easy and kindness is always right. Does that go with hoopty rides? Okay, Eric, hey, what's going on? I am not on the catering apps yet because I don't have a wagon, but I've got my first catering on DoorDash on Sunday for IHOP. Nice. Congratulations. I didn't have a cart for the first 2 months of me doing catering. I literally lugged my catering bags, like the best of them, and then finally broke down and got a cart. So you don't necessarily need a cart to start. You do need your catering bags. But congratulations on your first catering order. I still say sign up anyway. You already have catering bags. Even if you don't have a cart, go sign up. You can always add a picture of your cart in later, at least in delivered you can. Um, just do it. Just do it. That's the only thing I'm gonna say. But yeah, like who knows? I say I hate rideshare. If it's gonna bring in money, who knows? Maybe I'll try it one day and I'll let you guys know. I just signed up for Flex last week. No, I have not done an Amazon Flex yet. I've had a pretty busy past couple of weeks and like I want to dedicate time to learning it. So before I take like my first Flex, I want to make sure that kind of my schedule is free. I'm only in week number 2 of back to school. So we're still getting into like a morning routine going on. So, but I promise I will. But I even added Amazon Flex to my mix. So I'll say never say never. Okay. You hit the delivered jackpot Saturday. No clue. $120 to drive 2 giant boxes of subs 2 miles. Wow, that is amazing. Okay, so there's sometimes delivered isn't in every area, and that's okay. But there might be you were on deliver that. There might be other ways. There might be Zifty. There might be other ways of you to get onto catering that really might help you add some totals into your day. You will never do rideshare with a new car. I'm telling you, I treat that car like a baby. Like I am keeping it pristine. I am keeping it clean. And that's another thing. Do I want someone in my car that is not going to have the same care that I have for my own car? I don't know. No, I am not back to school. My daughter is back to school. My school days are long gone, thank God. But I feel like I'm getting a whole new education with homework. I feel like I'm going back to school along with her. So homework has been a blast. Yeah, so catering is the new wave. Who knows what it's going to be in the next, I don't know, 5 years, 10 years. What's the aim? What's the end game, That's what it all comes down to for me is Kim's side money plans. It's, having a whole bunch of side incomes coming in to generate income into for me. So, it's building a brand, it's building a whole bunch of different things and kind of putting everything all together, and it's having multiple streams of income. Some of you, yeah, if you're full time, you might have to go back to W 2. I don't know everybody's circumstance, and there's nothing wrong with going back to W 2. Some people do go back to W 2 and still do gig work in order to keep maintaining the levels that they were at. So whatever works for you, um, keep doing it, and keep experimenting with new things. And if something's not giving you the money you need, try something new. Um, what makes it your new baby? My car, because it's brand new. I'm telling you, I'm treating my car like it's brand spanking new. So yeah, I am very particular about my car and how clean I keep it, and how I'm working with it. So I still have my other car, so I don't put too many miles on my new car. So it's a balancing act. I am not answering what kind of car I got, Josh. Just know I got a new car. And DoorDash is mattress. Are you talking about like the mattress firm? And I think didn't they just add another mattress thing this past week? If I read something about that correctly, from what I know, it's from what I read about that, it's a lot of the boxed mattresses, or it's a lot of like bed sheets and stuff like that. It's not like you're gonna I know Steve had a picture a couple weeks ago of a car with a mattress tied to the roof. It's not Someone's not going to try and tie a mattress to your roof. Oh, Becky, I hear you. You got a W 2 lined up. Well, congratulations, first of all, and you don't want to do it. I enjoy gig work. You'll definitely do too. Both. If I were to go back to W 2, I would probably do both too. I actually enjoy doing. Obviously, I like doing this. I enjoy doing it, or I wouldn't be doing what I am doing. I find it fun. I find it sometimes challenging. In a way, it's a way of thinking differently. I feel like a lot of times it's putting like pieces of a puzzle together to see how your day is going to go and how to maximize your day. So, um, I do enjoy doing what we do, and it has really allowed me to do my other side businesses. It has allowed me to be a present parent. There's a lot of things and a lot of good things about it, besides DoorDash being dead. Just kidding. That's amazing, Josh. Congratulations. My vehicle is forest green. Okay, we'll go with that. Um, but no, I am not telling anybody what kind of new car I am driving. There are a lot of local people in my area, so I am keeping that to myself. A pink car, that would actually be kind of funny. I did see a pink Tesla. Josh, this one's for you. I did see a pink Tesla out on the road the other day, and it was like a 17, 18-year-old girl driving it. And I'm thinking, oh, that's cute. I'm thinking, darn it, that 17-year-old has a Tesla. But anyway, I did see a pink Tesla out on the road. But anyway, guys, I feel like tonight was a really productive conversation. I've seen a little bit of a uptick since back to school happened, so I'm positively thinking that we're only going to see hopefully more to come once October, November, December kicks in, and then we get into January blues all over again. But I think the next couple months, in my opinion, it's going to be about catering. It's going to be about shopping. I think it's something that all these apps are pushing. I think they're trying to get into the food delivery shopping game and compete with, at least in my opinion, Instacart and Spark and Shipped and all of those. So I think we're going to continue to see a lot of shop and delivers. And the one thing I've noticed, hey Rick, how are you? One thing I've noticed is, with, at least with DoorDash, the minute they run any kind of promotion, whether it's free delivery on shopping or whether it is, buy X amount of dollars in groceries, get blank amount of dollars off, you see a huge uptick in a lot of shopping. So I can't imagine them going through the holidays and not running any kind of promo like that. So I think those are the two waves of the delivery space future. So I guess stay tuned for Flex and see how that does. Hey Tim, how are you? See how Flex does for me, whether it adds stuff. I want to make sure when I do Flex, it doesn't interfere with catering. So we'll kind of see. I hope my predictions come through. I hope it picks up for every single one of you guys out there. I hope everybody makes your goals and goes out and makes money. And fingers crossed, we're on the right path. So guys, thank you so much for being here tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to give this live a thumbs up. And I'll see everybody in the next video or the next live. And remember, kindness is always free. Bye, everyone.